are beginning India Upfront with a question. Often people talk of appeasement politics, but no one actually answers the question. What is the result of appeasement politics? How do we even know that the so-called appeasement has any tangible effects? Today, actually, we saw an image that perhaps answers that question. An MLA, a prominent political leader from Telangana, threatening a man in uniform in a gathering of hundreds and hundreds in his stronghold, Hyderabad. All of those people cheered him on. We're talking about Akbaruddin Owaisi, who in the middle of an election campaign, because remember, he's also contesting on an AIMIM ticket, he was asked about the time and whether he's exceeding the time limit for campaigning. He went on from the stage to openly threaten the policeman who is left alone to beat a hasty retreat. This is the same man who earlier had issued a threat of what could happen if the police was withdrawn for 15 minutes. Although later he was acquitted in that case, the question remains, what emboldens such people? People like Akbaruddin Owaisi to issue threats publicly again and again. Is it because they know that they have a captive vote bank? A vote bank because of which no one will dare touch them. They know that this is this vote bank which powers them to do what they like.
इंस्पेक्टर साहब, घड़ी है मेरे पास या मेरी घड़ी आपको दूं? फिर चलिए चलिए चलिए। गोलियां चाकुओं की बात सुन के समझे के कमजोर हो गया। अभी भी बहुत हिम्मत है, छह बड़े आके ठहरे 5 मिनट अभी बोलूंगा 5 मिनट। कोई माय का लाल पैदा नहीं हुआ मुझे रोकने के लिए। सही है ना? इशारा कर दिया तो दौड़ना पड़ेगा। दौड़ाए कैसी आते हमारे इत्तेहाद को कमजोर करने के लिए। होशियार रहो।
In fact, that's exactly the kind of confidence that also reflects in Akbaruddin's brother, Asaduddin Owaisi's comments when he laughs at the Congress's desperation. In fact, today, Asaduddin Owaisi taunted Rahul Gandhi, saying that the only reason he even wins in Wayanad is because of the Jamaat pulling 35% of the Muslim votes for him. Far away in Rajasthan, the same theme was reflected in the BJP's campaign. Home Minister Amit Shah attacked the Congress for its Muslim affinity, asking why the PFI gets a free run in the Congress-run state, but hapless people of the state, citizens like Kanhaiya Lal, are thrown to the wolves. They have PFI rallies carried out outside their house, not given security, and eventually are left to be beheaded live on camera.
वायनाड इसलिए जीते क्योंकि मुस्लिम लीग वहां पर 35% मुस्लिम वोट दलाई राहुल गांधी को। असल भारत की सियासत की हकीकत यह है, और इसी मैं जो प्रूफ करना चाह रहा था, आप प्रूफ कर दिए उस बात को कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के पास अगर कोई वोटर बचा है तो मुसलमान बचा है। इसीलिए कांग्रेस पार्टी नहीं चाहती कि एमआईएम पार्टी एक लीडरशिप की जो बात कर रही है, माइनॉरिटीज की एम्पावरमेंट की, वो उनसे परेशान होते हैं।
गहलोत जी वोट बैंक की राजनीति के लिए तुष्टीकरण करते हैं। उदयपुर में दिन दहाड़े कन्हैया लाल तेली को मार दिया जाता है। झालावाड़ में कृष्णा वाल्मीकि की पीट कर हत्या कर दी जाती है। रतनपुर में, चित्तौड़गढ़ में रतन सोनी की हत्या की थी। कौमी दंगे होते हैं, इनसे कोई नहीं डरता भाई, कोई नहीं डरता।
नरेंद्र मोदी जी का काम आपके ध्यान को इधर उधर करने का है। वो सामने से आते हैं टीवी में, सामने से वो आपका ध्यान इधर उधर करते हैं। आपको कहते हैं देखो हिंदू मुस्लिम, फिर नोटबंदी, जीएसटी, पीछे से अदानी आता है, आपका पैसा उठा के ले जाता है.
So the big question today is only this, what I asked right at the beginning. For long we have debated appeasement politics and why parties indulge in it. But in Kanhaiya Lal's fate and Akbaruddin Owaisi's threat, do we actually see the real life cost of that kind of appeasement politics? Joining us on the debate, Shehzaad Poonawalla, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Sameer Chongankar, Senior Journalist with me in the studio, Dinesh Chaudhary, Spokesperson of the BRS, Atikur Rahman, Political Analyst, Ashutosh, Senior Journalist. But my first question is to Political Analyst and supporter of the Congress, Lokesh Jindal. It's quite strange that you had Akbaruddin Owaisi making such a comment in an open sabha. It's been close to 24 hours now and not a single statement of anger, outrage from the Congress party. Why is that? Don't you think that this is worrying? On an election day, on a campaign day, that a man threatens a policeman saying, "Dauda denge"?
Padmaja, these are all tactics. In fact, today what we are witnessing is a complex web of communalism where parties like AIMIM and BJP are fueling one another. What happens, the more AIMIM activates its aggression, radicalization, it fuels BJP. It gives a ground to BJP to further its polarization communal agenda. I would say AIMIM and BJP are Ranga Billa ki jodi. Both of them are out there helping each other.
Okay, that is great. But should Billa then be arrested? Now that Billa has gone out and said that a policeman ko hum dauda denge and hundreds of people there are cheering him on, should Billa be arrested?
The BRS is hand in glove with AIMIM, and as I have told you so many times in the debate, that AIMIM, BRS, they are hand in glove with BJP with the sole agenda to communalize and radicalize politics. Nothing is going to happen.
We have spoken of these hands and these gloves n number of times. My question is different. Should Akbaruddin Owaisi be arrested?
Well, the state administration must take due cognizance of it. Why isn't it taking?
Actually, they filed an FIR. I'll tell you what the difference is. Do you know one of the sections against Akbaruddin Owaisi is actually 153A. 153A pertains to creating enmity between communities. This is the same section that was applied on Wasim Rizvi, alias Mr. Tyagi, and Swami, I'm forgetting the name of that gentleman who had spoken in the Dharm Sansad. At that time, I counted in the 1 month between the filing of the FIR and the eventual arrest of Wasim Tyagi, there were at least 10 tweets that were done by the Congress saying, this hate monger must be behind bars, he should be put behind bars, etc. Which is great. All hate mongers should be behind bars. Not a squeak from the Congress all of today. Why? Are you afraid of antagonizing people that Mr. Owaisi reaches out to?
No, nobody is afraid. In fact, the best thing to do for these people is to ignore them, because the more you react to their politics, the more they get fuel, the more they get instigation, and the more they feel accomplished in their task.
Right. So as opposed to the fuel you were giving to Yati Narsinhanand, who is a world-renowned man, who the Congress took note of and said, put Narsinhanand behind bars. But who is Akbaruddin Owaisi? We don't want to, give importance to such a small man. He's only an MLA in Hyderabad. But why should we react to Akbaruddin Owaisi? Narsinhanand and Wasim Tyagi are global figures and must be addressed.
Telangana, no, tell me one thing. We are going to establish government in Telangana. Things will get sorted out. Have some patience. And now I think the time has come. People of Telangana, they are fed up of this BRS. Okay. And now the moment Congress forms its government, things are going to fall in line. So it's almost like it's the darkness just prior to the sunrise, and we must have patience. Let 3rd of December come and the verdict be delivered.
All right, Shehzaad Poonawalla react. This is the inefficiency of the BRS, but the Congress, on the other hand, cares for rule of law. They don't believe in appeasement. Akbaruddin Owaisi will be languishing behind bars the moment Congress comes to power.
Like they were putting the Owaisi brothers behind bars between 2004 and 14. Owaisi brothers were an ally of the UPA, by the way. And by the way, it is the Owaisi brothers whose party MLAs were taken by the RJD in Bihar. and made members of RJD. And it is the same Owaisi brothers party who support MVA government took to keep itself alive. Wow. You know, Padmaja, today I am reminded of something that George Orwell had said. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. For Congress, all hate mongers are equal, but some hate mongers are more equal than others. And therefore, they have never uttered a word against the likes of the Owaisi brothers or all the fanatics who have gone and said, like Stalin, who have said Sanatan Samapt ho jana chahiye. Those who have said that Hindu terrorists are there, Hindutva is like ISIS and Boko Haram, those who have questioned the existence of Shri Ram. The reason is because for Congress party, BRS and MIM, they are all playing politics of cap. Now, before you get stand into what is cap, let me tell you, cap is not what they wear on the head during iftar. Cap means competitive appeasement politics. If you see BRS, Congress and MIM, they are all three strains of the same virus. Family first, corruption first, and vote bank first. You know, all three parties are so hell-bent in vote bank politics that on 17th of September, when Hyderabad got liberated due to the power and will of Sardar Patel, none of these three parties tweeted about it. They all have Nizami mindset. Now, let me come to the larger issue. The larger issue is that what is the agenda of Congress? In Rajasthan, do you know, the Congress is the only government in the world which gave an electricity order saying that during Ramzan, the Muslims will get full electricity, but Ram Navami was there. No such order was given. This is the same Congress party which said during PFI will get to allow to remove a march in Kota, but if there is a Hindu festival, the Shobha Yatra can't be taken out, and in 17 districts, 144 was imposed. This is the same Congress party in its manifesto yesterday on page 77 has written, we will have Muslim reservation according to population, which means in Rajasthan they will give 9% Muslim population reservation. So that means whose reservation will go? OBC, SC, ST, because there's a 50% cap, which means if you have to give them that much, then you have to take away from the OBCs, you have to take away from the SC, ST. This is the Congress party which is going to go against Ambedkarji's vision that there should be no religious reservation, and is openly saying that. And in Karnataka, last one, Padmaja, in Karnataka, and it is not true that they had promised things and therefore people voted for them. The main reason why the Muslim vote bank of JDS shifted to them was because they promised that we will repeal anti-conversion law, they promised we will ban Bajrang Dal, and they promised that we will repeal the anti-cow slaughter law. These are the three promises they made, because of which the vote bank shifted to them and they won the elections. It's the politics of cap, right? From Mamta to Samajwadi Party to Congress to AAP, all of them played.
All right. Before I go to the larger politics of TAP, would you like to respond to this, Dinesh Chaudhary? 153A, creating enmity between communities, but the Owaisis remain untouchable for you. You can't touch them. Why? Because you depend on them.
Padmaja, before throwing accusations, everybody should know that right now the government machinery is entirely under the control of Election Commission, and they respond only to the orders of Election Commission. So whatever things are happening, it's now up to them. And secondly, my mistaken friends have been quoting a few things. For example, they were saying Owaisi brothers are in coalition or in alliance with us. But let me tell you, we are contesting on all seats against them. Even Mr. Akbaruddin has a candidate from BRS contesting against him. His name is Sitaram Reddy. So there is no alliance with us or anything. But let me tell you, we are friendly with any party whose interests align with Telangana. If they are in interest of Telangana, yes, we will consider them as friendly parties.
So is AIMIM a friendly party to you?
Yes. Definitely, it's a friendly party to Telangana because they are the ones.
So are they the friends with benefit of never being touched by you?
Padmaja, let me complete my point, then I'll come back to you. AIM has been considered a friendly party to us because they first alerted us to the attempts by the present PCC president Revant Reddy, who was then in TDP, when he tried to buy MLAs in an election, so that in order to destabilize the government, we have been elected by AIMIM Supremo Asaduddin, who said, our MLAs are being approached also, even your MLAs might be approached. Please have a surveillance on them, then you'll get to know. And by that time, we got to know of the, conspiracy, and we have thwarted it. So that's why we consider them a friendly party to Telangana, because their interests align with Telangana. And also, we do not have a partisan attitude like BJP or Congress. Here, BJP president is only commenting in any of his speeches. Erstwhile BJP president or the present National General Secretary, who says, we will dig up mosques, we will remove the skull caps.
So just out of curiosity, sir, had you had the power to make arrests right now and the model code of conduct not been in place, you think that for these comments, Akbaruddin Owaisi deserves to be arrested?
Padmaja, if you clearly examine the video, he was riled up because his speech was interrupted by the concerned official before the allotted time was completed.
I will. Hold on a second. I'm very glad you mentioned that. We actually went and spoke to the official. Here is a man who, by the way, is in uniform. He is doing his duty. You say he interrupted Mr. Owaisi. Let's put the facts straight. Let's play out what he actually did, because we spoke to the man. Let's play that out.
Sir, can you explain what exactly happened in the night? Videos are somewhat, it looks like, edited. And you've been asking the leaders to conclude the meeting on time, right?
No, I have not asked. Just I have go there and stand near the stage.
Okay. Then, sir?
Yeah. And then he had seen me.
Okay.
Then he pointed out me, Inspector Saab, मेरा पास गाड़ी है, मेरे को ये मेरा MCC का रूल्स मालूम है, तो इसलिए बोला.
And also the threatening is also he hinted out you at, right?
Yeah.
And the complaint has been filed today morning, sir?
Yeah, today morning.
So Inspector Shiv Chandra says very clearly, I was standing there, he came and threatened me. Do you think now that Akbaruddin Owaisi, and just by the way, Mr. Chaudhary, let me say very clearly, even if somebody interrupts you, are you well within your rights to say, hum dauda denge?
No, let me tell you, that was what I was coming to. Whenever a politician, when he's in a flow of his speech, gets interrupted, they naturally get irritated. But Akbaruddin Owaisi should have extended restraint while conveying that matter to the official. Other than that, if you see Akbaruddin Owaisi's reaction after the incident, let us not go to one-side story, Padmaja. After the incident, Akbaruddin Owaisi has responded to the media and said that he had problems with that concerned official acting in a partisan manner, and he has also complained against him.
So Akbaruddin should have been friendly with the officer like you are friendly with the AIMIM. Very quickly, before Shehzaad Poonawalla responds, I think Samiji wants to come in. Yes.
तेलंगाना की राजनीति अगर आप देखोगे पद्मजा जी, तो बीआरएस और एआईएमएम जो है ओवैसी की पार्टी, दोनों जुड़वा भाई है. आप देखिए पूरे हिंदुस्तान में चुनाव लड़ने वाली ओवैसी की पार्टी तेलंगाना अपने गृह राज्य में 10 सीटों में भी चुनाव नहीं लड़ती. वो क्यों नहीं लड़ती? वो इसलिए चुनाव नहीं लड़ती कि वो चाहते हैं कि चंद्रशेखर राव वहां सत्ता में बने रहें, और चंद्रशेखर राव के साथ सत्ता में बनकर जो कल आज वीडियो आप दिखा रहे हो कि अकबरुद्दीन ओवैसी ने किस पुलिस वाले को धमकाया है, पूरे प्रदेश में उनकी धमकी का राज चलता रहे, या कैमरे पे है. आप अंदाज लगाइए, कैमरे पे भीड़ के सामने अगर एक पुलिस अधिकारी को धमका सकता है, तो ऑफ द कैमरे सरकार कैसी चलती होगी, कैसे पुलिस अधिकारी को धमकाया जाता होगा, कैसे वहां के व्यापारी को धमकाया जाता होगा. और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन चंद्रशेखर राव के डर के मारे इन ओबीसी भाइयों के धमकी के आगे नौकरी करने को मजबूर होंगे. मुझे लग रहा है कि आज चुनाव आयोग का लगा हुआ है, लेकिन प्रशासन तो अभी भी एक्टिंग चीफ मिनिस्टर चंद्रशेखर राव है, रूटीन के अफेयर्स तो फॉलो करते ही हैं. ऐसी स्थिति में उन्हें एफआईआर दर्ज करवाना चाहिए. और आप बताइए, चंद्रशेखर राव का कोई बयान आया है क्या? कोई बयान नहीं आया. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये मिली भगत है बीआरएस की और ओवैसी की पार्टी की, कि किसी भी तरीके से मुस्लिम वोट बैंकों के बताते रहो कि आप हमारे साथ हो. और आप बताइए, कल जिस तरह से बात कर रहे थे, अगर उसमें से कोई सरफिरा लड़का अगर ओवैसी की बात से भड़क जाता और कोई घटना घट जाती, इसकी जिम्मेदारी किसकी होती? आप जनता को सीधे सीधे कह रहे हो कि आप इनको मार सकते हो. आप कह रहे हो कि दौड़ाएं, क्या मतलब क्या मैं जनता को बोलूं और वो आपको भीड़ घेर के आपको मारे, कुचले और आपकी हत्या करे? आप उसको उकसा रहे हो.
And just by the way, I'm sure you know this, Dinesh Chaudhary, because you belong to Hyderabad. On the 3rd of July 2023, an AIMIM leader in Hyderabad beat up an electricity department worker only because he had come to their mohalla to check electricity theft. The point being made, Ashutosh ji, is this, that this is the real life ramification of appeasement politics, where a man does something and political parties stay quiet because we can't anger them. We can't anger them. I'll come to you, Mr. Chaudhary. I'll come to you, Mr. Chaudhary. Let Ashutosh ji also have his say. I'll come back to you. I'm coming back to you, Dinesh ji. Yes.
The person has been booked. That person has been booked. Don't pass on judgments.
Yes, he has been booked. So has Akbaruddin Owaisi. But what about taking action, sir? The point is, what is emboldening these people? What is emboldening? Would you and I be able to rough up a man who is checking our electricity meter?
No.
Except when I know that I'm protected.
Cases? No.
This man called Muhammad Azam thought he had the immunity to rough up a power guy. Why? Because he belongs to AIMIM. Why? Because he thinks that I am a vote bank which you will not antagonize.
Do not point out a strange incident and generalize it, Padmaja.
I'm not generalizing, sir. Don't you think that there is a trend
That
here?
was a strange incident and the person has been booked. Crime has no place in Telangana.
Has that person been arrested? Has that person been arrested?
How many? No. How many?
Has that person been arrested?
No, how many incidents has
that person been arrested? Let me ask you a straight question.
It is for the election commission to take the call, Padmaja, right now, not the government.
Okay, let me ask you, when you had the power and a man is beating up a power official, was Muhammad Azam arrested?
Yes, he was arrested. He has been booked and he was arrested. Kindly know that.
Okay, great. All right, Sameer ji.
वो अरेस्ट नहीं हुए थे, थाने बुलाया था, उनको छोड़ दिया गया था. उनको अरेस्ट नहीं किया था, थाने बुला के छोड़ दिया गया था.
No, he has been served 41A CRPC.
वो अरेस्ट नहीं हुए थे, आप चेक कीजिएगा, वो अरेस्ट नहीं हुए थे.
41A CRPC, the matter is pending in the judiciary.
All right, great. Thank you for taking that action. Ashutosh ji, respond. The charge is that certain people find themselves immune because they think they can say whatever they say.
First of all, this man Akbaruddin Owaisi, his behavior is like a local. I should not be using the word, but I'm using it like a gunda, like local ruffian. And the way he's behaved, it doesn't behove to a MLA kind of a thing. But it's condemnable act. There's no doubt about it. By now, he should be arrested and he should be booked. What is the most important thing? The important thing is, who is this Asaduddin Owaisi? What is his electoral history? This man and his party is disproportionately gets a media coverage across India. But if you look at this party, in Telangana, Muslims comprise of 12.75% votes. And the last assembly election, AIMIM has got only 2.7% vote. Only 2.7% vote. Contested 7 seats, won all 7. This time he's contesting 9 seats and may win 4, 5, 6, whatever. I'm not guessing into that. The fact is, this man gets a disproportionate importance in Indian politics for some ulterior reasons, an ulterior motive behind. And the kind of language which Asaduddin Owaisi is using, that is also obnoxious.
Sir, what is the ulterior motive? You left that mystery hanging.
Because it helps polarizing communities on the communal lines and religious.
For who?
As simple.
For
you
who?
understand better. I should not get into that. I should not get it.
No, sir, let's name names. I mean, this is an assembly election of Telangana. Is he benefiting the BRS or is he benefiting the BJP?
You know better. Why you want me to answer these questions? I'm only saying is a political party who has no electoral base, even in Telangana, out of 119 contesting only 7 seats, 9 seats, gets only 2.7% vote share. Why his word should be taken seriously? There are n number of political parties, even in Telangana and outside Telangana, who probably get better electoral success.
Okay, respond, Shehzaad Poonawalla. You prop up these people. Why should we take his word seriously?
If disproportionate media coverage is the barometer, Ashutosh ji, there is one party which gets barely 5, 6, 7% vote and 2 seats in the assembly of Uttar Pradesh. But it gets all the coverage. Why does it get disproportionate coverage in Uttar Pradesh? And secondly, when it is the language of polarization that is spoken, the Madras High Court has said that the language spoken by Udayanidhi Stalin is nothing short of hate speech. Where are the champions of free speech and champions of secularism who condemn every hate speech even by some troll, and they say that ye Bhajpa ka troll hai. When a sitting minister of the DMK government makes this kind of speech, where are those worthies who are always championing against hate speech? Not a single word to offer. Suddenly, how come those champions of secularism go silent? Abusing Hindus, saying Sanatan समाप्त हो, Hinduism को गाली देना, ये वोट बैंक के नाम पर secular certificate मिल जाता है क्या? Or third point, my limited third point. Third point, sir. 1 second, sir. I don't understand this propping up of the party. भाई अगर ये propped up by BJP है, जैसा आपका allegation है, तो कांग्रेस जाकर उनकी गोद में या वो कांग्रेस की गोद में क्यों बैठ जाते हैं भाई? आप बताइए ना, आप चुनाव आएंगे, हो सकता है कि चुनाव में ओवैसी की 2-3 सीट लग जाएगी, तो हो सकता है कांग्रेस जाकर उनको लाल कारपेट बिछाकर ग्रीन दावत देगी वहां पर कि आइए और सरकार बनाइए। बिहार में भी ये स्थिति थी। बिहार में जब काउंटिंग चल रहा था, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बिफोर नीतीश जी एंड वी फॉर्म द गवर्नमेंट, एट दैट टाइम व्हेन देयर वाज अ लिटिल डाउट that 3-4 seats are required, these people virtually offered a green carpet to Owaisi. Owaisi साहब आ जाइए, सरकार बनाने में मदद कीजिए, आप तो सेकुलरिज्म के सूरमा है। और जैसे ही फिर पता चला कि नहीं हो सकता, तो सेकुलरिज्म का सबसे बड़ा खलनायक हो गया वो।
आशुतोष जी, I did not say that the champions of secularism, but since he has started the argument, so I should use the champion of communal politics. Is it the kind of debate we are indulging into? That somebody is a secular champion of secularism, so by that definition, Shehzaad Poonawalla becomes the champion of communal politics. I think this is absurd discussion. My point is very simple. My point is a political party which has insignificant presence even in Telangana have no guts to contest out of Hyderabad. Why this man Owaisi is given so much disproportionate coverage?
Because, sir, he commands a captive vote bank, which is critical in an election. Even if you're fighting in 9 seats, those 9 seats could be make or break. But in addition, they are getting you the Muslim vote in other seats. He doesn't need to contest more seats. He needs to make you win. So if the BRS is friendly with the AIMIM, it will ensure that in its own seats, it gets the Muslim vote.
Don't be unfair to me. Don't be unfair to me.
But, sir, you know that better than I.
No.
Owaisi may be contesting 9 seats, but he is influencing all seats.
Owaisi does not even represent Muslims. 12.75% Muslims live in Telangana. 12.75%. This man gets only 2.7%, and that too, people have gone to the vote and voted. So that means this number is even less than 2%. Now the issue is this party and this man neither commands the respect of the Muslims, nor he should be called as a Muslim leader. If he is a Muslim leader, has a captive audience, why he is not getting 13% vote share even in Telangana? Because his politics suits to the politics who belongs to communal politics.
Okay. Let's, if we're just talking about the BRS here, fine. The BRS is not taking action because the election commission is in charge over here. By the way, Mr. Chaudhary, I checked. This particular gentleman was taken to the Thana and he was given Thana bail. He was never arrested. So Muhammad Azam was taken to the Thana, he was given Thana bail.
He has been served 41
Do you know that people in Delhi went to jail for possessing firecrackers, as opposed to Muhammad Azam, who beat up a man and was given Thana bail? Anyhow, the larger question...
He had been served 41 as CRPC, Padmaja, as per the procedure.
Exactly. Anyhow, let's not get into the the minutiae of it now. The larger question, fine. Ashutosh ji, let me ask you one counter question before I go on to Rajasthan as well. Fine, telling BRS cannot act. What about the Congress? Today the question is being asked not just of the BRS in Telangana, but of the Congress Sarkar in Rajasthan. What the inaction is in Telangana vis-a-vis Owaisi was the inaction vis-a-vis Kanhaiya Lal when he said that people are threatening me. When PFI rallies were being given a free run in the state of Rajasthan. The incidents are different, the sentiments are the same, aren't they? Ashutosh ji.
Dinesh Chaudhary, let's not misguide people. If there is an illegality happen in Telangana, the government at present has to act. It's not election commission who commands the entire police force. Please don't get into that. That's the wrong information and we are...
Mr. Ashutosh, you should know. The returning officer is the concerned person who has control over the entire machinery in that assembly constituency. So it is he who has to decide, not the government. Please get your facts straight.
Mr. Dinesh Chaudhary, I have covered election commission for n numbers. I don't need to be given sermon.
This is not the case. Please do not try to pass on the buck.
That happens.
Please do not try to pass on the buck on behalf of Congress on us.
Mr. Chaudhary, don't get into that. The bike fight.
Please do not pass the buck on to us on behalf of Congress.
No. Mr. Chaudhary, if tomorrow riot happens in Telangana, then do you mean that Mr. KCR will sit quiet and will not act? The police will not act? If the murder happens, police will not act?
No.
And will pass
any violation regarding model code of conduct, it has the election commission which has to take care, not the government.
It's not a violation. This man is threatening the man.
That is what the police has booked the case on. That is what the police has booked the case on.
Mr. Chaudhary, this man is threatening a police officer on duty. It's nothing to do with election. It has nothing to do with election.
Ashutosh ji, PCC President Revant Reddy has openly threatened police officers. Why were you silent then?
Padmaja,
this is not
PCC President Revant Reddy has threatened police officers on air many times. Why weren't you silent then? Why didn't you respond then?
Okay, you should set an example and arrest him as well. Very quickly, Shehzaad Poonawalla. But we were talking about Rajasthan, sir. We really had to go to Rajasthan. 10 seconds on this, Shehzaad Poonawalla. Then I want to talk about Rajasthan. Yes.
If Ashutosh can indulge me for 10 seconds. Ashutosh ji, if I may seek your indulgence for 10 seconds. Ashutosh ji, don't get sidetracked. Ashutosh ji, don't get sidetracked, and let's 10 seconds. Ashutosh ji has taken a very strong stand. I appreciate what Ashutosh ji has said. The question is that Ashutosh is not in the dock today. He's an analyst or he's a journalist at this point of time. Ashutosh ji, my question to you as a journalist today is that those who condemn the hate speech and the aggression on one side of the spectrum, where they call out trolls from some place who are not even associated with our party or the Sangh Parivar, and in loud words they condemn them. Today, how come they are completely silent when Asaduddin Owaisi, Akbaruddin Owaisi, or the likes of the Rajasthan government indulge in such kind of hate politics, which is on the name of vote bank politics, or when Sanatan Samapti statements are given by ally after ally of the Congress, including members of the Congress like Priyank Khadge, Udayanidhi Stalin, or the rest of the worthies in Samajwadi Party and RJD, when they make hate speech against Hindus, how come that is allowed to pass as kosher and none of these champions like Rahul Gandhi speak a word? I want your view as a journalist.
Okay. Ashutosh.
So they should speak up. Any hate speech, whether it is given by Hindu or the Muslim, and the Congress party should speak up. There is no denying the fact.
Why don't
if you assume that I am going to take a Congress position, you're mistaken, my dear friend.
I don't assume that. That's why I asked you.
No, the fact is, if the Congress leaders are indulging into hate speech, they should be booked and arrested. If the BJP leader indulging, they should be booked and arrested. As simple. The law is for everybody, and that's what I'm trying to tell Mr. Chaudhary again.
So why is Rahul silent on Owaisi?
Ask.
Why is Rahul silent on Owaisi?
Ask Congress and the Rahul.
Why do you think? Why do you think?
For anyone who says that this is not done strategically, we've just got news, in fact, that the Jamiat actually has put out a list. The Jamaat-e-Islami has put out a list of parties that they want Muslims to support, and it has actually been signed by intellectuals from the Muslim community. Eminent Islamic scholars have issued a joint letter. What are they saying? That sectarian parties should be defeated, and here is how they have actually put out details. In Telangana, Jamaat-e-Islami has decided to support Congress on 69 seats, BRS on 41 seats, AIMIM on 7 seats, CPI on 1 seat, and BSP on 1 seat. And then we are told that it's a secular exercise and no religion is being mixed with politics. Jamaat-e-Islami, Sameer ji, is saying very clearly, इतनी सीटों में आप बीआरएस को सपोर्ट कीजिए, इतनी सीटों में आप कांग्रेस को सपोर्ट कीजिए.
ये सिर्फ तेलंगाना का नहीं है पद्मजा जी, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं मध्य प्रदेश के अंदर ये एक्टिविटी हुई थी. राजस्थान के अंदर ये व्हाट्सएप पे मैसेज चल रहे हैं, ग्रुप बन रहे हैं. शुक्रवार को रात को बैठक होती है कि कहां पर किसको वोट देना है, कौन सा कैंडिडेट अपना मजबूत है उसको वोट दीजिए, और किस तरीके से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सत्ता में आने से रोकना है, इसके लिए पूरी ताकत लगाना है. और मुस्लिम कम्युनिटीज पूरी तरीके से एक्टिव हो चुकी है. अशोक गहलोत उन्हें फंड कर रहे हैं, उनकी बैठकों के लिए खर्चा उठा रहे हैं और सारे साधन उन्हें मुहैया करा रहे हैं. यह राजस्थान के अंदर रिमोट एरियाज के हो रहा है, मुस्लिम डोमिनेट एरियाज के अंदर ये हो रहा है कि किसी भी तरीके से भारतीय जनता पार्टी को रोका जाए और इसके लिए जितना पैसा लगता है कांग्रेस के नेता लोग देने को तैयार है। मुझे लग रहा है ये स्पष्ट बता रहा है कि जिस तरीके से मध्य प्रदेश में हुआ, जिस तरीके से राजस्थान में हो रहा है और जिस तरीके से तेलंगाना में करने की प्लानिंग है, ये बताता है कि किस तरीके से वोट को प्रभावित कर किसी तरीके से एक पार्टी के खिलाफ और एक धर्म विशेष के लोग किसी एक पार्टी को पूरा वोट पोलराइज करने के लिए दिन रात काम कर रहे हैं।
So Lokesh Jindal, now it makes sense. Obviously, why would you act against people who are going to put out a list saying कांग्रेस को इतनी सीटों पे वोट दो, पूरी कम्युनिटी इतनी सीटों पे वोट दो?
पद्माजी में एक लाइन और जोड़ना चाहता हूं इसमें, और ये भी वर्कआउट हो रहा है कि हमारी कम्युनिटी में से कौन से लोग हैं जो बीजेपी को वोट दे सकते हैं, उन्हें आइडेंटिफाइड करो और उन्हें सबक सिखाओ कि उस दिन वोटिंग नहीं कर सके या उनका वोट ना पड़ सके, व्यवस्था सुनिश्चित की जाए। ये दोनों तरीके से राजस्थान के अंदर जमीन स्तर पर काम हो रहा है।
Just a second. Let Lokesh Jindal respond. I'll come to you, Ashutosh. I'll come to you, Ashutosh. Lokesh Jindal.
Today we have seen how the Prime Minister, he ridiculed Rajesh Pilot, a prominent Gujar leader. In fact, he mocked the entire Gujar community. It's not
sir,
about
we will
Muslims
talk about
alone.
Rajesh Pilot in a bit.
The
अभी आप ये तो बताइए कि लिस्ट कब से बनने लगी? Jamaat-e-Islami, what business does it have putting out a list saying on this seat all Muslims should vote BRS, on this seat all Muslims should vote Congress?
I think you can ask this question to Jamaat-e-Islami. They are the better to answer this question. But I would say, if at all Muslims they feel protected,
parties do, right?
If at all the
Friends
Muslims
return
they
favors.
consider, no. If at all Muslims they consider that they are safe when Congress comes to power, I think you should get it straight that BJP, which has acted against the interests of Muslims, whose policies has been against Muslims, has been discarded. I would say all the marginalized, all the downtrodden, all those who were suppressed.
That Muslims feel secure under the Congress, and yet they are saying इतनी ही सीटों में कांग्रेस को दो, बाकी में BRS को दो, एक में BSP को दो, एक में CPI को दो. I mean, if that is a man-to-man marking, what we call in basketball, Ashutosh.
जो पॉलिटिक्स है, ये जो जमात-ए-इस्लामी, जिन पता नहीं कौन सा संगठन मुझे मालूम, जमात-ए-इस्लामी, ये जो पॉलिटिक्स है, ये पॉलिटिक्स भारत के लिए अभिशाप है। ये जो धर्म के नाम पे आप जो किसी एक पार्टी को सपोर्ट करने की बात करते हो, दूसरे का विरोध करने की बात करते हो, ऐसे लोगों का संगठन में बैन लगना चाहिए। ये दरअसल समाज के अंदर डिसहार्मनी क्रिएट कर रहे हैं। और जो भी आदमी, चाहे वो हिंदू हो, चाहे मुसलमान हो, या सिख हो, ईसाई हो, जब धर्म के नाम पे आप किसी को वोट देने और ना देने की बात करते हैं, तो दरअसल आप इस देश के लोकतंत्र को कमजोर कर रहे होते हैं। और ऐसे लोगों की निंदा खुलकर करनी चाहिए, चाहे वो भारतीय जनता पार्टी करे, चाहे कांग्रेस पार्टी करे, सबको, कांग्रेस को भी इसकी निंदा करनी चाहिए, BRS को भी निंदा करनी चाहिए।
100%, sir. But this doesn't just happen with the likes of Jamaat-e-Islami. How different is it in Kerala, where the support is taken of another radical organization, and Asaduddin Owaisi said that the Muslim League drew that 35% vote for Rahul Gandhi. That's why he's winning in Wayanad. So it isn't just some random Jamaat-e-Islami. It is done with the IUML. There is a reason why the PFI can take out rallies in Rajasthan and nobody bats an eyelid. That there were calls for Sartan se Juda in West Bengal in the wake of Nupur Sharma's comments, and nothing was done. They did a chakka jam for almost 12 hours and nothing was done. That is what is the real life manifestation and the cost we pay for this kind of politics. Thanks for calling it out, Ashutosh ji. Thanks all gentlemen for joining me.